Hello guys, my name is Hankley, and in today's episode we'll be talking about the controversy of aspartame. 1-aspartyl-1-phenylalanine methyl ester, aka aspartame, is a low-calorie sweetener sold under brand names such as NutraSweet, Equal, and Spoonful. These are replacements to sugars in various foods and beverages today. Chemically speaking, aspartame is made of the bonding of amino acids aspartic acid and phenylalanine to form the dipeptide that is further emulsified with methanol. Moreover, some sources such as Globe and Mail and Healthline even went far enough to defend these theories by declaring that aspartame could possibly cause illnesses such as MS, blindness, depression, and even brain tumors. Controversially, aspartame is an FDA-permitted sweetener, legalized to be sold to the general public, as anything less than 40 milligrams per kilogram of body weight or less is completely safe to consume. Whether aspartame is truly destructive on the body, or if it's just a speculation, this is the aspartame controversy in a nutshell. So rather than giving you guys just an emotionally driven video, or just a video about speculations, I'll be breaking down the three major components of aspartame: phenylalanine, aspartic acid, and methanol. And then you guys are going to be the judge of if aspartame is safe for the body, or if aspartame is not healthy for the human to consume. First of all, aspartic acid. Aspartic acid is an amino acid that is used in our bodies for the biosynthesis of proteins. Moreover, it can help the liver to remove ammonia, and it can also produce antibodies created by the immune system. Aspartic acid is in commonplace foods such as molasses, avocados, sugar beets, and even asparagus and sausages. However, researchers still happen to link aspartic acid to diseases such as Lou Gehrig's and even epilepsy. But we are not going to go too in-depth in this topic, as aspartic acid had never caused an immediate causing effect to any human being. The next component we'll be talking about is phenylalanine. Phenylalanine is an essential amino acid that the body does actually need. However, at high levels, according to scientist Simon Whistler, it can cause an effect on you if you have a disease called phenylketonuria. This is a rare disease though, so that it is only evident in 1 in 10,000 people. These individuals are unable to break down phenylalanine, which can cause an accumulation in the bloodstream. This can prevent other amino acids to transfer to the brain. According to MayoClinic.com, in 2004, a study shows that this can lead to seizures, hyperactivity, and intellectual disability. Moreover, guys, this is why there is speculation of aspartame causing learning disorders. Moreover, only newborns and infants with PKU, aka phenylketonuria, are victims to the symptom. Additionally, a warning label is placed on all aspartame products just to caution victims with phenylketonuria. Moreover, phenylalanine is nothing more than an essential amino acid that is beneficial to humans, where we do purposely ingest these in common protein products such as beef, chicken, eggs, and any meat and dairy products. The next component, methanol. This is a component that usually scares people the most. Methanol is also known as wood alcohol, and unlike the other two products, this is indeed a potential poison. And it could cause illnesses such as nausea, blindness, seizures, and for sure, irreversible brain damage at high concentrations. And the key word, guys, is high concentrations. So methanol is a toxin to the body, but only at high amounts. But everything, if controlled, is completely safe. Nevertheless, unwanted reaction in the body can occur by methanol, and it is taken up by the cells in the human body producing formaldehyde. Moreover, at high levels, proteins form abnormally, resulting in the death of the cell. Also, formic acid is produced at high levels, as it causes abnormal metabolic processes within cells, affecting them to cease function due to the lack of energy. Moreover, it disrupts mitochondria, which is sensitive to many cells in the body, and the optical nerve is one of them. Furthermore, this is why people falsely correlate aspartame to blindness, as people have to take in that blindness and methanol poisoning isn't caused by 10% of methanol and aspartame. And you gotta take this in that methanol is produced by the body. It is ingested by foods every single day. And we happen to blame methanol poisoning and blindness on aspartame? Let's continue. So one has to understand that methanol is 10% of the composition of aspartame, 50% being phenylalanine and 40% being aspartic acid. And according to eMedicine.com, tomato juice contains 6 times more aspartame than a Diet Pepsi does. Aside from tomato juice, even higher levels of methanol are found in our everyday diets, including foods such as alcohol, apple juice, fruits, and even their correlating juices. And in addition, our body produces methanol 1,000 times more than our average American daily consumption. So guys, just to sum it up, aspartame is bad for the body. If you're going to drink 16 cans of Diet Pepsi every single day. So basically, the American Cancer Society states that an individual weighing 160 pounds must intake more than 16 cans of Diet Pepsi to reach a daily intake and see possible health effects, which probably will help you guys. So nevertheless, aspartame is not harmful to the body at all, guys. And according to Alicia Mortensen of the EFSA, the European Food Safety Authority, she states that aspartame does not cause any cancer, which is one of those other speculations. At safe daily consumption. Moreover, there's never been sufficient research for anything anti-aspartame. And the key word for today, guys, is everything in moderation. Cheers, guys.